When Star Saber won the MP Fans Choice poll in 2013, I didn't think we'd get a Beast Wars masterpiece for a long, long time, if at all. I stand corrected. True to form, Beast Convoy or Optimus Primal is a gorilla, and if you thought Generations Waspinator was an impressive feat, this boss monkey blows in from the sky in both modes. I mean, whether you like Beast Wars or not, this is first season Primal, no question. I hear some would have preferred a more realistic gorilla, as opposed to this carbon copy of his show model, but between Universe Cheetor and Generations Rhinox, that's more in line with the classics aesthetic. Now, in case you think I'm gushing cause Beast Wars, even with the masterpiece range, you could argue vehicles with their inherent panel lines and borderline flat surfaces are somewhat easier to work with. Organic creatures, less so. On top of that, we're dealing with CGI instead of cell animation. The fact that they got this close, it takes the line to a whole new level. For starters, whatever technique they used for the fur, digital transfers I hear, is very effective. It's all flat on the show, you can't make out individual strands. Primitive as it looks today, to see even that replicated on this toy is incredible. Not to mention actual fur would likely rip or fall off, or get caught in the transformation. The bare skin is painted a shiny gunmetal grey, which works a lot better than it should. And the face sculpt? All three of them are crisp, well painted, expressive, and just perfect. I'm sure there are defects out there like lazy eyes, but not on mine. Exchangeable heads and helmets have been a recurring feature of the line as of late. With figures like this, simply give me your face and replace. I won't deny that this mode is imperfect. Ignoring the inevitable transformation seams, there's kibble on the back of his legs, which I can forgive, there's no way around that. What kinda bugs me are these upper arm panels. They're not as flush as they could be. I wish there were posts for them to latch onto, just like on the Ultra Class toy. I guess they were trying to keep things smooth and clean. Upper body articulation is surprisingly good, how they worked in a neck. And while it isn't a gimmick this time around, his arms are jointed as such that he can just about pound his chest. Shame about those gaps in the elbows. His legs can move at the thighs, mostly in and out, not as much forward and back. He has no knees due to the aforementioned kibble, though you do have ankle tilts. While somewhat unsightly, the heel kibble at least helps him to stand bipedally. Then again, this is a gorilla, in which case, lift his butt flap, pull and fold his waist back, pop out his shoulders, and we have ourselves a knuckle dragger. As iffy as it looks from certain angles, I still highly appreciate that they worked in this display option. It's just good Primal stood upright as much as he did. Ugly seams, kibble in beast mode, limited leg movement. Sorry, I completely forgot all of that for how phenomenal this robot mode is. No, seriously, the gorilla has its problems, but this is truly a masterpiece. It beats the Generations Beast bots, even Rhinox, in terms of show accuracy, unfair comparison though it may be. And that's despite having a slightly different transformation to both his old toy and the show model. Originally, the gorilla head flipped down and inside out, revealing his chest plate. Here it's the stomach, but it's shaped as if it were the head. And the way in which various shell pieces and panels unfold and or wrap around the figure in a different way, it's pretty complex for a primate to humanoid transformation. And man, that head. After retools and new molds with pouty lips or just weird looking mouths, they finally got it right. Again, you have interchangeable faces, happy, neutral, pissed, and one with the mouth played up, fitting in more ways than one. And that's not all. Push the head down and his eyes light up for 10 seconds. This takes two LR44 batteries, not included in the set, and can only be installed in beast mode. While upper body articulation is no different, in this mode he gains knees, waist rotation, and his thighs have greater flexibility. Good thing too, since he's positively loaded. For starters, he comes with twin beautifully painted swords. Plug the tabs into the palm slots, close the fingers, and you have a refreshingly solid grip. The wrist swivels really do him justice here. When not in use, they can plug onto his back, where you'll also find his shoulder cannons, a post for Generation's rat trap, undocumented mind you, and further down, his jet engines on a rotating panel. But wait, there's more. Just like in the show, Primal now has double-barreled cannons in both forearms, not just the left, though you need to poke something through these slots underneath to deploy them easily. And it appears I bought the Asian exclusive outside of Japan, as inside this cardboard banana crate is the skull flail based on the Ultra Class toys, except it's die-cast. Who bet someone's made a keychain out of this? It's all very nostalgic. Heck, the background art of both the box and collector's card is that of the classic Beast Wars packaging with the font, reptilian eye, and the scales. Despite the fanboy in me, I doubt I'll pick up the more toy-accurate MP-38, which not only includes the mutant mask, but also matches Primal's appearance in the Beast Wars second anime movie. While not my favourite masterpiece, including the ones I've yet to cover, I'd actually rank him 7th, Beast Convoy is the one I admire the most, more than Lambor, Soundwave, hell even more than Prime. By all accounts, this figure should not exist, yet they knocked it out of the park. I don't expect the whole cast anytime soon, but I hope Masterpiece continues to do great things, not just with Beast Wars, but other Transformers series it touches on.